Hey, this is Mike Enrich with another Alive with Mike. And today we want to talk about the importance of data in your business. Okay. And data just continues to be more and more critical, having the right information so you can make the right decisions. And it can span all kinds of things. So I want to talk about a number of areas where you may want to consider evaluating. Are you looking at the data? Do you have the right pieces set up to get the right data? And do you want to give, who needs access to the data? And so those type of things. So let's start off with the basics for your website. You should definitely have a website traffic reporting tool. Google Analytics is kind of the standard. There are others out there, but you want to take a look at the data. And so you can take a look at the basics. You can take a look at the past month and see what were the top pages, what time spent per page, did that change? How's your new content ranking? And where's your traffic coming from? Does it come from social media? Does it come from Google searches? What are those searches? That's an important piece of basic data. Second piece of that, which has become more important, is with Google Search Console. And so it used to be called Google Webmaster Tools. So Google Search Console gives you data on how your website is performing, not just from a traffic standpoint, from a developmental standpoint. So it will evaluate pages, tell you if there's any problems with pages, and it will tell you like what your best performing new pages are. It will tell you if there are slow loading pieces, with your website, those types of things, which can help you optimize the website. So can make sure that you're considering this is something that we can do for any website that we can help with, and that is to set up Google Search Console, which gives you another layer of data on the performance of your website in terms of some speed things, loading time. It will tell you if some images are broken. It will tell you, like I said, the top performing pages. So that's another data point to take a look at. So that one's something that a lot of businesses, we're finding out, don't have. So that's a good point to add. All right. So then and the next thing to take a look at is some of the data that your website is gathering. So do you have forms on there? Do you have lead capture tools? And what's the conversion rate of those? How many times is it viewed versus how many times it's filled out? Have you tried to change the number of fields in the form to see if you can improve the conversion rate, the number of submissions on that form? What are you doing with that data? Is that data hooked up to a tool that once it's submitted on the website, it's going into that so that you can do a email nurture series with them, and that type of piece there. You can also take a look at that. So that's a data point, what you're doing with the submissions, the data that is coming in on your site. And if you have e-commerce, it could be your orders then. And then there are advanced tools for e-commerce, the data to say, are people getting stuck and not completing the cart at a certain point in time, that type of data. Okay, so if you're a business to business and you're maybe working with a dealer network, and you need to get information to dealers, maybe it's about getting data all into the web and giving dealers access to that, more tools so they can do things more efficiently. So your team doesn't have to be chasing those details or answering questions, that type of thing, but giving dealers access to data that they want. We have some tools like our build a product. With one example is build a boat, so a consumer can go on to a boat manufacturer's website and barlettapontoonboats.com, for example, and configure their boat. So I want this length of boat, I want this engine size, I want this color scheme package, I want these specific features within it, and it's going to rack up what that's going to cost. You can see prices change on that piece. And then from a manufacturer standpoint, you might want to be taking a look at that, which boats are getting the most traction. You might want to go even more detail, and that is are people completing this? Where are people spending the most time, making the most selections or most changes within that? If you're recording that type of data, that can be good business intelligence to help you make decisions on that. So maybe there's data points, registrations, warning registrations that you want to give dealers access to, so they're not contacting you about those types of things, but you want to put the power in their hands to be able to look up registrations and identify what needs to be done, make warranty claims, that type of thing. So giving certain access points securely to data can help improve your business efficiencies and overall increase sales. And because if you think of that, if there's a bottleneck, which is just a small team trying to handle all the registrations and claims versus opening it up, so with safeguards so that dealers can do that themselves, then you're taking away any bottleneck and you're giving them more efficiency. Hopefully your team maybe has some reduced workload, but also some increased sales points as you take a look at parts ordering and reordering, those types of items. So data is critical in business today, and there's lots of options for ways that you can use it to enhance what you're doing. So as a small business, always take a look at your what are you doing with your website traffic, and take a look at how your website is performing, Google Search Console, and then take a look at your lead capture data, what's happening with the areas that you're trying to capture leads, and what are you doing with that data after you have it? Are you doing something that's valuable with that to nurture those leads further than the leads that are captured? E-commerce, again, taking a look at products, time spent on different products, shopping cart, if they get stuck in a certain spot on that, orders and reorders. Are you following up with people who have purchased from you previously? That's a data point and an opportunity. And then on a manufacturer's level, who can you give access to for data in your dealer network, distributor network, to make your processes more efficient? What should you be tracking about what the ways that either consumers or dealers are interacting with your systems, so that you can make that more efficient? Okay, all those data points, and that's what we are working in today. We're helping businesses with their business intelligence, whether it's the website and interpreting traffic, social media traffic reports, all those types of things, to data tracking and making data available in the cloud, dealer portals, warranty registration systems, all those types of things. So what's it going to take for your business to adapt and evolve and recognize that data can be an important item, key for you in helping your business to move forward? So I want to kind of cover that today in broad strokes, and we've got a number of items out there. So one I talk about from the data standpoint on search engine optimization is you can evaluate on a per page basis if your web page is optimized. And that's with using the tool that we like and recommend called Yoast SEO Tools. Got a blog post out about that today. So if you go to digitalhill.com, click on the resources button, which is the blog, and go over there, you'll see that Yoast, Y-O-A-S-T, SEO article. And also, if you want to go to click on our digitalhill.com and click on software, you'll be able to go and see our products, which help businesses, particularly those in the B2B realm, manage data online. The dealer portal, the warranty registrations, the ordering systems, the part systems, the claim systems, the build a product systems, all those things which enable you to take data, put it online in different ways so that you can enable people to get more of what they want, make decisions on their own, access information, and ultimately, hopefully, the goal is that you can increase sales and increase efficiencies through those processes. So think about your data points. Take some time to do that today. Where do you need to improve? What's going to be your next action step you need to do after this to evaluate data? All right. This is Mike with a Live with Mike. We'll see you again. Actually, I'm going to be out next week, so we'll see you in 2 weeks with Live with Mike. All right. Take care.